This is the first time that I am attempting to speak to the Sangat about um, my dearest Guruji who came into my life nearly 20 years ago. It does not seem so long because I feel that I have known him very closely. और जब मैं गुरुजी से पहले मिला, उसने कहा था that I have known you for a very, very long time. And the first time I walked into the Chota Mandir at Empire Estate, he turned to me and he said, Kailash Khanna di Kudi. So I was very shocked. Ek to, I am half Punjabi and I am half a Malayali, so neither do I know Punjabi. I can't speak it very well. और ना South Indian का language आती हूँ. I've grown up and we only speak Angrezi. So I was very surprised when he said, Kailash Khanna di Kudi. Of course, that much Punjabi I understood, and I met Guruji actually when my husband had gone to meet him with his brother Arun Shourie, and Guruji turned to my husband Deepak and he said, ask your wife also to come. So when Deepak came home, he talked to me and he said, well, Guruji has asked for you to come. And I have been, I count myself as a religious-minded person because I have always gone to temples, I've always done daily puja and that sort of thing right from my childhood. But when he said that, Guruji has asked for you to come, I was a little skeptical because I have always believed that God is not someone who walks the earth. He is somewhere he is somewhere in the heavens. And so I said, no, Deepak, I do my puja at home and I'm not sure if I really believe in gods who walk this earth. So I did not go. And I did not go for some time. But after a while, I began to feel that, Guruji was helping my sister-in-law, Anita, who was so very badly affected with Parkinson's, and he was helping Arun so much, and he was helping their child so much, who is, has cerebral palsy and is not at all well, that I said it is not right on my part just to say, okay, I'm not going to go. So one day I did go, and then of course Guruji just welcomed me so much, and he always asked me to sit next to him, and he kept saying, come back, and and our connection grew very strong, and somehow I felt that I began to feel that this is a God on earth, and he has helped me in so many ways that nowadays, many years later, not a single day goes by where I do not take his name, where I do not pray to him, where I do not, he is with me, I would say 24/7, almost like NDTV. I think of him when I wake up in the morning. I wish him good morning. I think of him last thing at night. I pray to him. Earlier I used to go to a lot of temples and things. Now I don't feel the need to go for that. I just feel that Guruji is with me and he is helping me. There have been so many incidents where he has held my hand and walked with me. The first one that I can think about is when my husband was, I had gone to meet Guruji, and he had told me that you come the next day. And that next day we had to go out for a social engagement. And I thought, well, I would like to go for this engagement, so maybe I'll go to see Guruji on the next day, and that would be all right. So I didn't think that I was doing anything wrong. And we went for this dinner, but as we went for the dinner, we were not able to really go, because my husband had to be rushed to the hospital, and there he was discovered with 3 blockages in all his 3 main arteries and 90% blockages in the arteries. So of course he had to be wheeled into emergency surgery and things like that. And the next day I went to the Chota Mandir, and Guruji said, "Maine aapka husband ko, I have saved him." And he said, "I told you to come. You should have come, and you would have not had to go through all this trauma that you have gone through." And I said, "Guruji, I do promise you that this mistake I will never make again." And it was strange that when I had gone to the hospital with my husband that time, he got the fragrance of Guruji. My son was with us. He got the fragrance of Guruji. My daughter-in-law was there. She also got his fragrance. But I never got his fragrance at all. And when we went to, even after when he had come out of the emergency operation and he was in the ICU there, Deepak said that I can feel Guruji's presence, I can feel his fragrance, I can smell his fragrance. And I said, but I just don't get it at all. And this was Guruji's way, I know, of telling me that you must always follow what I tell you and not have any doubts about it. And from that day onwards, I really do follow. I mean, whatever I think is what he wants me to do, I have never ever gone against that. There was a time when I was rather sick myself. I had gone through a kind of a mental breakdown, and it was during a very dark period in my life, when my parents were, well, they were not good together. My father had died, and there was a lot of trauma in my home, in my family home. And I really I lost my mind to an extent. And I remember my husband just took me to Guruji, and he held my hand and he just hugged me actually, and he said, I love you very much. And he spoke to me in English, which is really the only language that I understand properly. And from that day onwards, I just became so much better. I stopped all the medication and everything just got back to normal. And he said, you will be totally fine, you're not to worry. Like that, there are so many incidents. All of us who have been in touch with Guruji have had these experiences. I know that. And I had also gone to, when we had gone to Guruji's birthplace, I went there for the second time actually with some friends of mine, and I walked in there, and there was a big crowd as usual, and I sat there, and Gaurav uncle came to me, not came to me, but I think a chai prasad was brought to me, and I mean there were so many people there, and I said, this is for me? And they said yes, and so I had it. And then after a while they started doing the aarti, and again Gaurav uncle asked for me to come and join in the aarti. And then he spoke to me, which to me sounded exactly like Guruji's words. He said to me, "Aur ki gal hai." in Punjabi, which is about the maximum that I can really understand in Punjabi. But it was Guruji speaking to me. And then he made me do the aarti with him. And I mean, it was like Guruji was blessing me. And uh, I, I don't know why I have been blessed in this way and how I have um, got these blessings from him and why. And I used to always ask him that, Guruji, you do so much, and I had to speak in my broken Hindi and half English. You do so much for me and my family. What do you expect? What do you expect from me in return? And he would say, I only want, as he must have told everybody, that I only want your complete surrender. So nowadays, when I say my daily prayers, I do not do any of the other prayers, but my prayer is only, I love you, Guruji. I surrender before you, Guruji. Thank you for everything that you have given me, and keep us all in your loving care. This is my prayer. This is my prayer for all of the Sangat who I have known quite intimately over these last many years. I know all your faces. I don't know your names. I know some of your stories. And I think Guruji has changed me and made me a truly better person. He has given me a pair of his sandals which I keep at my puja. He has given me a large picture of himself which I talk to every morning and every night. And I know that he is completely in my heart, and I know that he has asked me to speak today, though I am very uncomfortable speaking. But especially since I told KP when he asked me, and Roma, I said, listen, I can't speak in Hindi because I can't think in Hindi. I can only speak in English. So they said, try to do it in English. But I said, even that, I'm not sure I can do. But I would like to just say that I'm sure you all feel the same way that I feel about Guruji, that he is truly somebody who has given me so much, and I am truly and truly grateful that he has blessed me and my family, and that he continues to bless all of you.